Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. Well, I'm just sitting up and relaxing because I really started getting a little disturbed because I have so much fun on YouTube and I'm hanging out with people and I'm meeting new people. And although my channel is not growing in leaps and bounds, I trust God about it. So I said to myself, I've seen enough lives. I've watched enough videos. I'm going to take me a nice hot bath and I'm going to burn a candle and I'm going to relax. But I felt myself feeling really tense. So I don't know who has Comcast, the Xfinity cable, but I just got the bundle because I switched from another carrier. And I really like this carrier because there are some free channels that I get on my phone. And I know that I can put them to my TV, but I'm not that tech savvy. So I'm grabbing this remote, I'm grabbing that remote. But I thought maybe I could suggest a few things that I do when I get like this. There's a style of movies that I watch, and one of those is called Bollywood. It's not Hollywood, it's Bollywood. And it's African movies, and I love them. I love the drama, I love the romance, I love the fashion, I love the dialect, and it's so many different movies that I used to watch on YouTube, but now I watch them on my TV and sometimes they have them on Netflix. Well, this bundle that I switched to allows me to say what I need to say into the remote and I don't have to do a lot of searching. Well, hi, Jason. Are you going to behave yourself tonight? And I'm kind of glad it is you, Jason. I like you coming over here and hanging out, but I just want you to be cool, okay? I'm doing this right now because I'm in a real chilled out mood and I just wanted to share a few things. Is that okay? All right. Now, I was talking about the style of movie called Bollywood and not Hollywood. It's Bollywood. And it's all these different types of African movies. Some of them go far back where they're the scene is being filmed in the village. And when I say in the village, I mean that it's not a lot of modern stuff that they have. They still go get their water and wash their clothes by hand and things like that. But you never know what story you're going to get when you watch them. The title may be one thing. Can you ask Red Zone to play Eminem featuring Little Kim So Long? Well, why don't you ask her, sweetie? Why don't you ask Red Zone to do that? So, do you mind if I finish my commentary? I truly appreciate that. Thank you. And you also show where they have some of the African movies that are modernized, and they're in this place called Legos. Legos is like Hollywood or like the upper echelon, like you really made it if you live in Legos, and it's just a suggestion, you know. Look that up. That's okay, sweet pea. We can hang out, okay? And it's just a suggestion. Try something different. The African movies, I mean, once you start watching them and you really get into them, you're going to want to find another one. Now, the other thing is Tubi, Tubi, Tubi. And that has a lot of free movies on it. It kind of reminds me of Netflix because a lot of their movies are not like straight out of the theater, but there are like some good movies that you used to watch back in the day, where it's not so much where it's not so much drama and it's just like to me like the 70s, the 80s and the 90s are like really good eras for me because I love the type of movies that they had. I love the type of music. And Tubi is a free app that you can use on your phone just like YouTube, and they give you the categories of movies that you can watch. And usually I have to go to my phone to watch them. But now with my Xfinity remote, I just say free movies, Tubi, and Tubi comes up. And oh my God, it's movies that you haven't seen in a long time or movies that you probably never seen but didn't know they were any good. Um, they have a lot of different genres, and that's a good one to try as well, Tubi. And also with Xfinity, you can tap into other free movie sites. I said free movies in there, and they gave me a list, and I'm telling you, it was almost 10,000 movies to choose from. Yes, granted, some of them you probably would never watch. Some of them you probably never heard before. Some of them, oh, you look at Martin? Yeah, I see stuff like that is still good stuff. You know what I mean? And you see the stars from where they were, and then you see them where they are now, how far they've come. They're a little older. And speaking of Martin, I was watching House Party. That's my movie with Kid and Play. I think it's AJ Johnson, Tisha Campbell. Oh, you watched the one on BET. Okay. And it was a lot of different actors in there from, oh my goodness, that has to be like about an 80s movie. And it was just a good vibe. Like, I remember the soundtrack, they had some banging music in it and the dancing, and it was just like the house party. Um, the kids are high school age, and it was just good seeing something like that. And it just reminded me of not so much stuff that's going on now, but where I was around that time and what I was doing. And it even caused me to put some more songs on my playlist as I was watching the movie because I forgot certain songs was in it. It was good to see Full Force, and that was cool for me. That was really cool for me. Um, I also like the sitcoms. Now, Designing Women doesn't come on anymore, but I love Designing Women. So I was able to put on Designing Women, and I was able to watch like seasons, and that's really cool too. What other things do you watch, Jason? Martin be crazy. I know. Remember in House Party where he played Bilal, the DJ, and they called him Dragon Breath? And every time he was trying to push up on somebody, it's like, Bilal, anybody ever tell you your breath stink? And some of the iconic lines that was in House Party, you know, um, Robin Williams, he's not here anymore. John Witherspoon, he's not here anymore. And it's like, it was just really cool to do. Um, there are some free movie sites, in my opinion, that I didn't care for. I know one of them I don't care for is, I think it's called Pluto. I don't care for that. But that's what I'm doing. I'm burning this lavender candle. My grandbabies gave it to me, and it has a label on the front of it that says "Best Grandma Ever." And I'm just going and I'm just looking through all these movies, and I just need to clear my mind. Do I look at Friday? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. Hello, Deborah. How are you, sweet pea? Just sitting here hanging out with Jason. And I was talking about different things that I suggest for relaxation. Uh, I changed my carrier, so I have everything on Xfinity. And I was using the free movie option. And it was like so many free movies. I could not believe it. And a lot of the movies that are on Netflix, I see them on Tubi, which is free. And I was talking to Jason about, oh, did I say, Jason, I really need you to tell me this because it's important. Did I say Bollywood or did I say Nollywood? Because I meant to say Nollywood with an N, not Hollywood, Nollywood. And it's the African movies that I was watching. And some of them have the craziest plots and twists and turns in it. And it's like, I've never seen anything like it. So that's one of my favorite pastimes, watching Nollywood movies. And I also talked about using Tubi, which is a free app, and it has tons and tons and tons of free movies. And it's like some of the reality shows that I used to watch every week, and they're older shows, I can pick them up on Tubi. I didn't care too much. I didn't care too much for Pluto, and that's just my opinion. But I needed to take my mind off of some things because I realized that a lot of things that's going on is virtual. But right now, the position that I'm in, I need to relax. I have to be stress free, and there's no such thing. But I will do the best that I can to try and stay fresh, stress free. Um, I have to constantly drink because my medicine gives me like a dry mouth, and I don't mean to mispronounce anything, but I'm just trying to hang here. Let me see what else did I want to tell you about. Um, I just feel that there are so many other things that me myself had kind of stopped doing. And I realized that I have to put more variety into my entertainment. When I get to the point where I feel like I'm not being entertained anymore and I start to actually feel anxiety with things, I change my route. And I love coming on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but I love talking about getting my oils and my potpourri pot and lighting a tea candle underneath it. And when I can make my whole house smell like cinnamon, when I can make my whole house smell like cinnamon and vanilla or apples and cinnamon or, different things like that, different scents and doing different things for your entertainment can change your mood. Can I say rest in peace, DMX? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. You are talking to a DMX fan, and he will truly be missed. He will truly be missed. And I'm starting to notice that there are a few content creators that are making nice tributes to him. And the last, I know, love, the last tribute that I saw was Jaded Nerd. And oh my goodness, I love the way he does his commentary because it's creative, it's honest, it's humble, and it's informative. And I can honestly tell you, there has never been a time where I have not been on Jaded's page where I haven't learned something that I didn't know before I clicked on. I don't play the music and stuff on my channel. Basically, Jason, I'm really learning how to do the StreamYard stuff, and I still need to hook up my actual computer. It's like brand new out the box. I just haven't hooked it up yet. And the reason why I was talking about the different carrier Xfinity instead of the other one that I had was because that's what I'm about to do. But I'm going to tell you, Jason, there are a few content creators that really don't want to take that chance and play his music because right now, even after he has transitioned to a more peaceful world, a more peaceful place, DMX music is hot. And you can get a copyright strike for doing that. So you're more than welcome to talk about DMX if you want to. I'm just basically coming on because I got a little bored, just a little, and I just wanted to see who was up. And I just wanted to share a few suggestions that I use for myself to relax. Let me see. Where was I? Okay, I was telling him about DMX. And there are a few content creators who have done some tributes. And one, Boss Lady and I, we did a tribute to DMX on her page But what happened was the copyright infringement, they took it down. But then the next video that we made, we were just talking about it and saying different things that we felt as content creators and as fans about DMX. A lot of I'll say misinformation was put out there about him. But I just have a problem where people focus on what you did wrong, but very few people have focused on what he did right. And I know I just saw a notification that Really BTV did something with BMX. DMX, excuse me. Again, here I go again. Hold on, let me drink some more tea. With DMX. Also, one of my favorite content creators is Lee Eggles, and she just did a tribute to DMX. So, and I'm sure that as the temperature comes down on the YouTube streets, other people will be doing tributes to him and mentioning how profound his work was to the hip hop world. Let me see. Another thing I do to relax is music. And like I said, I'm a 70s, 80s, and 90s era person. So I say to myself, think about when you were in school and what song was out when you were in school. Like what songs came out when you had just turned 18 or 21, like what was popping at that time. And I'll go and I'll search for those songs. And it just brings back so many good memories. I'm not tense and I'm not stressed like I was before. I started listening to music. Also, you can also try some gospel. It's not always the slow, I hate to say this, but some gospel music is a little dry, and there is contemporary gospel. And one of my favorite groups when it comes to gospel is Mary Mary. They really reached to me with one of their albums, and I play their music quite often. Are there things that you do to relax, Jason or Deborah? Because I was telling you guys in my other videos, which I'll probably mention quite a bit because I am trying to come down with the anxiety. I'm about to have surgery to get rid of this cancer, and it's stage 4 ovarian cancer. There are some pieces on my page: sleep, play music. Okay. There are some pieces of videos on my page where I take you to chemo with me. I try to share the good and I try to share the bad. And right now, where I'm at is the last chemo that I did. It's probably will be 4 weeks before I have another one, but they're ready to do surgery now. But I had a little scare because they found some lumps under my arm and in my breast, and it was just scar tissue from the first surgery because I'm a breast cancer survivor and now I have ovarian cancer. But I believe that this is temporary. Nothing is forever. So, in order for me to have this surgery, I need to put some things in place. Oh, bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart. Um, I need to put things in place. So, I'm just moving to an apartment upstairs, which is a little better for me to get around and to get a fresh start. And they're saying that I need to relax. I don't know. This is my description of faith. My description of faith is believing the outcome will be fine and not feeling like I have to know exactly how it's going to be fine. Just to believe that God has me smothered and covered. And I do believe that. But a lot of times it's a little hard. So my appetite has picked up a little, and my family has been awesome. My friends have been awesome. My doctors have been awesome. And it's really good to have a platform to come on and talk about how you feel. This is a place I created so I can feel safe and comfortable and protected. And I don't want to feel like if I talk about certain things, then I have to worry about people leaving. It's okay if you come over. It's okay if you choose to leave. All I'm asking is to just be respectful. That's all I'm asking. So, back to what I was talking about. Jason, you seem to be a cool guy, but I think you're stuck on a note that has started to annoy me again. Okay, sweetie? I understand you miss your favorite. You may have to go back and watch some old videos. But right now, you're not in Ginger's house. You're in my house. And I really need for you to be respectful ASAP. R. Kelly is not a topic of my conversation, nor will he ever be. I like his music. That doesn't stop him from being the creative artist that he is. The circumstances around him, I don't care for too much. So I'm going to do what it is I've been doing when it comes to R. Kelly. I just mind my business. I said what I had to say about him and all of that. But it still remains the same. He makes good music. He really does. So back to what I was saying, Jason, if you don't mind. Uh, I'm looking for a nice bedroom set. I'm finding all these cool things and cool ways to find apps and stuff on my TV. I already have my bed with the adjustable frame. You call it frame? No, with the adjustable base. So it's okay, love. It's okay. I'm just saying, I don't mind you doing that, but it does distract me. And I just really wish that you wouldn't do it. Um, I want you to express yourself. I do. But I just want you to chill with that if you really don't mind. But I have the bed with the adjustable base, so if I need to lift it or lower it, I can do that. And I'm trying to make my bedroom a safe, comfortable, relaxing space because after this surgery, well, the surgery that they're going to do is a total hysterectomy. Excuse me, is a total hysterectomy. And the recovery time is going to take a while. The recovery time is going to take a while. And right now, I'm not able to do a lot of things physically. But definitely after that, I will not be. And I'm probably going to be talking to you guys a lot more. But I always try to take care of my responsibilities because the first responsibility that I have to take care of is I can't be in here dragging and lifting and doing anything like that, which is going to jeopardize my health. I have to make myself strong enough for surgery. So, Jason, when I mention certain things, I don't like to come on my channel and be frustrated and aggravated. I have a way of asking very nicely for that respect that I'm definitely giving you. I'm definitely giving you that respect. I just like to talk about some things that I'm trying to do to help myself. And when I find things that work for me, I like to share it with my subscribers. I understand you want R. Kelly out of jail. I understand that. You're entitled to feel that way, sweetie. So, Deborah, I see you sometimes and I don't see you a lot of the time. So, it's good to see you here tonight. And I believe that you did tell me that you were a breast cancer survivor. Did you know, Deborah, that Minnie Riperton died from breast cancer? When I think about what I'm going through, I try to be I try to have as much knowledge on it as I can, but sometimes it's kind of hard to retain everything because of the anxiety. Do I think that R. Kelly is the king of R&B? No, I don't, but he's great at what he does. I take care of my grandchildren. My daughter is at work now. Okay, okay. I had said earlier in the video, I'm burning a lavender candle. And my grandkids gave it to me and it says best grandma ever. And it's like so cool. And the scent of lavender is very relaxing, along with my vast choice of movies and trying to keep my nutrition up. Like I said, my appetite has been getting better, but it could be better. So where I'm at now, I'm really happy about it. And my grandchildren mean the world to me. I can tell by the way you talk about it that they mean the world to you too. It's a blessing to be able to see your next generation, your child's child. That's just a blessing in itself. So back to what I was saying, my only job is to not stress out. That's what I'm supposed to do. make my doctor's appointments, take my medicine, pray, and thank God through every circumstance I've ever been through on a daily basis, and just don't stress out. When I stress out, my numbers go up. Uh, I don't feel so well. I'm in a lot more pain than usual. And we haven't come this far to go backwards. Okay, what are you saying, sweetie? Do you look at Jerry Springer? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I look at Jerry Springer. I also look at Maury. Um, Steve Wilkos sometimes. Sometimes. But see, almost every show that Steve Wilkos is doing is about some child getting battered and abused. And I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I'm not saying that I'm living in a bubble and I just want to protect myself from any and everything that could possibly cause me to feel stressed. But in a way, that's what I'm doing. See, talking to you right now, I'm not stressed. And Deborah popping by, that was cool too. I like my dear Crystal. That's coming along slowly but surely. So I try to make my words count because when I had went in the hospital last year around Christmas, I had lost my voice. I had had a mini stroke and I didn't know it. And my vital signs were very critical. So I have people checking up on me, being with me, and being around me a lot more. And I appreciate it, but I still have to do the work that I'm supposed to do for myself. And believe it or not, it is not easy to try to keep everything on an even keel. Things happen. Reality, life. I just have to learn to deal with it without freaking out. I used to like now see, I used to like oh, I appreciate that, love. I truly appreciate it. That's why I try to talk and do things as calmly as I can. Because when you hear that I have went off, I was totally out of options. I did the best I could, and then I just had to black out. But it's not good for me. So I don't like to argue. Crystal, you are a wonderful person and a good lady. I thank you. And I'm quite sure you are as well. You've been very nice and very respectful and supportive to me and my channel, and I appreciate it. I'm praying and claiming for the best possible outcome for this surgery. And I'm going to tell you, I'm in very good hands. The number one surgeon is God, and He works through people. And I believe that He is going to touch the minds and the hearts and the hands of these doctors. And when I come out, I'm going to have to do what they say. I can't be hard headed, acting like I don't want to call nobody, because that's not going to be good for me. Can you say, can I say Mona is of lie? You can say that. You're entitled. That's how you feel. I honestly do not follow Mona. Uh, it's been a very long time since I've followed her, and I have my opinion about things, but it's less stressful if I don't express it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it's less stressful if I don't express it. Um, I hope that everything goes well. I don't wish any harm on anyone. I just like to stay clear of the emotional entanglements. And sometimes, like I had in my title, I can get too invested. And that's not good for me either. So I try to stick to things that work for me. I have to be the most important person in my life, otherwise it won't work. But as a daughter, sister, auntie, cousin, grandma, great grandma, I have a lot of hats. And if I have people around me where I have to constantly be arguing and fighting and cursing every other word, and I just don't need that. Do I think Red Zone is going live tonight? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know for a fact, but I don't think so. Right now she's grieving. And from the last live that I had where she was here, her dog passed away. And it sounds like she was very attached to her dog. And I still wish her well. You know, I hope she has some place to talk where she can express how she's feeling and come out of it without too much anxiety. Jason, do you have a channel? I've always wondered that because I wouldn't mind going to one of your lives, seeing what it is oh goodness, seeing what it is you like and don't like. Yeah, she was talking about that in the last Dear Crystal. And I welcomed her with open arms then. I welcome her with open arms now. A lot of real life situations happen. And if you're too invested in the virtual world, you'll miss it. So it's important to keep up with current events, the news, the state of our nation, our family members, our friends. I just would like to see things around me be calm. And my family is making sure that my doctors are making sure that they give me the correct medicine so that I can have the best outcome when it comes to the surgery. It's not easy, Deborah, Jason. It's not really easy. But I wasn't promised easy. I wasn't even promised another day. But because I got one, I want to do something positive with it. You know, Deborah, I thought about something that you said, and you can do your best to try to be a good person, but bad things do happen. And me, myself, I'm a talker, I'm a negotiator. I really would rather things be talked out than fought out. But I can't always inflict my opinion on people, and that's what I will be doing, inflicting my opinion. And I feel like this, Crystal, if they want to know your opinion, they'll come to your page. If not, if it don't apply, let it fly. I was going to come on and I was going to talk about this African movie that I watched not too long ago. And it just kind of turned into a little bit of everything, I guess. I just be in everybody's chat. I see you a lot of times. I know that when you like someone, you like them. And I see the people that you like. But you know, Jason, I have a funny feeling you like me too. Because I'm starting to see you a little bit more often. I thought that I was going to hang some pictures today, but it didn't turn out that way. But maybe I'll hang them tomorrow. This is just a live that I hit and I turned on just to see who was up, just to give you guys my headspace. It's hard to cope with something that may cost you your life, but I choose to talk about it. I choose to pray about it. And I choose to do what I need to do on my part so that things get better. Yeah, I know you like her a whole lot. I've watched her lives before. Yes, I have. Yeah, I think that if you like a content creator, it's okay to shout them out and support them. That's fine. Just don't forget the content creators chat that you're in. That's all. So, Jason, I truly recommend you go and you watch the tribute to DMX by Jaded Nerd. It was great. Oh, okay. The girl Kiki falls asleep on her. Oh, she fell asleep on her YouTube. Okay, so you're concerned about her. You want to know if she's all right. Is that what that is, honey? I get that. I tend to wonder if certain content creators are okay. I do that myself. But see, I know I'm the type of person that if I don't catch myself, I'll get too invested. So that's why I was talking about burning a beautiful smelling candle, taking a nice hot bath, and putting on something sweet and just trying to shake it off, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So when you come in and say, is she live? Is she going to go live? And when you ask about Red Zone, is she live? Is she going to go live? It's because you haven't seen them in a while and you want to know if they're okay. So I guess you figure if you ask if there is a problem, or even if there isn't a problem, somebody will let you know because you feel like you're in the dark about it. Is that right? Or she don't go live no more? Well, honey, maybe she needs a rest. Maybe she needs a rest. Maybe she's allowing someone to be there for her and talk to her and make her feel better. Yeah, I finally get you, Jason. I was about to block you last night, but I get you now. I get you. You're not being rude. You're just concerned. But I tell you what, if I hear anything, I'll let you know. Deborah says she's going to bed now. Her grandchildren might get up early. So, Crystal, have a good day. I love you and your channel, and I will pray for you. Your prayers are greatly appreciated and cherished. Okay? You take care of those beautiful babies.